Good morning, guys. I am heading into work. It's actually a little earlier than I would normally be going in. As I may or may not have mentioned last night, didn't have much success doing much of anything because I kind of just spaced out, took a little bit of a nap and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to be trying to work on the, I keep saying this, the Amnesia game gameplay videos starting tonight. I was going to do it last night, but you know, the whole evening pretty much fell through for me because I was exhausted, I guess, because of the Arch tutorial. I've been spending so much time on it, and now that it's finally out there, it's like this sigh of relief. But I don't know, there's still probably a dozen more. Well, I've had people requesting KDE install, LXDE, XFCE, Fluxbox. There's probably a few more than that, and when you add on top of that, I'll probably talk about setting up wireless and setting up Network Manager and a couple of other things that pertain to traditional desktop type usage and laptop usage. Alrighty, another day of work completed, and today is of course the very exciting day. It's Thursday, and luckily a package that I ordered just 2 days ago came in the mail to work today. I can't really tell what that is, but it does say Flashpoint from Adorama. Yes, that is the softbox light thing that I ordered. It's a large compact fluorescent light with a softbox that goes over it to diffuse the light and make it a little bit easier on the eyes, less heat, less power usage, all those fun things. Very, very good thing for me. So I figured I'd order one and see how it turns out. They've got an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee, and it came with a 9.5-foot stand that collapses down to like 3 or 4 feet. So I'm going to try that out on my setup and see how it looks on the video. If it works out well, but it's not quite enough, I'll order a second one, maybe even a third one. They're not terribly expensive. They're $60, so I mean, for a light, that's an awful lot of money. But for a professional quality light, that's actually not bad at all. And the fact that it uses so little power, even better. Anyway, by the time this comes up, I will probably have already done the unboxing setup type video. I just want to do an initial, here's the stuff, and here's how it looks kind of test video, like I did when I bought the microphone for the camera. And that, we all know how that one turned out. The mic itself was mediocre at best, and it was a mediocre price. The long-term, viability of it was not great. But it's back in the loving hands of Amazon, and the money from that went toward this with a little bit extra. So hopefully this will turn out well. Hopefully this will, again, increase the quality of the videos. The new camera looks beautiful, the video that comes from it, but it's just a little bit inconsistent, like I said before. I can go from one cut to another, cutting out just a couple of seconds, and the lighting will be just a little bit different, just enough that I notice it, and I know several other people have commented on it in the past. So I figured it's time to do something about that. Fingers crossed, guys. Alrighty, so that hour absolutely flew by. Yeah, you may or may not have seen it by now. I don't know if the video will actually even go up. I did some tests with that new softbox. With my current lighting setup, sorry, I'm completely out of breath. I was doing testing, I was copying files over to the computer from the new HD camera, and looked at the clock, and it was after 5 o'clock, it's 5:02, so I had to run to go up the stairs and out the door, and yeah, I'm a little out of breath. Time to start exercising again, I guess. Anyway, the initial tests with it, I was not terribly impressed because my normal setup requires leaving the overhead lights on. However, doing some tests with it and turning them off, I actually got some pretty decent results. And I think a second softbox and something to go along the back wall, it might actually work out even better. Especially if I experiment with the different modes on the camera, different exposure settings. Now, I think if I experiment with the camera settings, experiment with the lighting layout quite a bit, I could, in fact, come out with a much, much higher quality production with, like I said, a little bit of money invested, a lot of time invested, because I haven't told you guys this before, I don't think. When I first started doing the videos, you probably noticed I did a couple of different locations, several different lighting schemes, and I just couldn't come up with anything that really, really suited me because of the basement that I'm working in. So doing it this way, I've actually got, a little bit more flexibility, just because the lights that I've been working with for this whole time have been really minimal, and now I've got this one light that's really, really nice. So I don't know, I'm gonna cut all this out probably. So into the night, I'm uploading a video. Yeah, I know, another night where I completely gloss over the last of the evening. To recap, I ended up doing the show that sucks with the show that sucks, just me and him. And actually, I got to watch him on Skype this time. Normally, I just, I see my video and what he's seeing, and that's it. But for some reason, I was able to see him this time, so that was pretty cool. Just thought I'd show you the video that should be up by now, by the time you see this. It talks a lot about this. That's the softbox light I ended up getting. I did quite a few tests, as you will probably see in the video that's going up, but that, I mean, honestly, the light so far, it's pretty decent. You've got this little stand with this little flip switch thing. There it is. Turn it on, and oh look, we've got light, off, so all that fun stuff. But yeah, you saw all the demonstrations in the video that should be up by the time you see this. I'm pretty satisfied with it at this point. There are some really interesting things that you can do with just lighting. If you haven't seen it, there's a channel out there I've been watching for a while now. It's called John for Lakers, and the guy who runs his name's John Rettinger. It's called Techno Buffalo, is what he calls it. And he and another guy named John Quatch have been doing a series called Advice for Aspiring YouTubers. And the latest ones, the ones actually John Quatch has been doing most of them, have been really, really interesting on what sort of lighting you should use for beginner, for intermediate, and advanced, and what sort of sound you should use, and all sorts of stuff, because really it's not just one element or the other that makes a video good. You have to have all the components, and that's what I've been trying to kind of work toward in all this. I'm sorry I'm rambling at the moment, but they've been addressing these different points that a lot of people do tend to gloss over when they're making their videos, and really appreciated from that. I mean, a lot of it I've known for a while, a lot of it I'm learning, and lighting is one of those things I'm really, really weak on. Because, I can hear if the audio sounds good, I can see if the video looks good, but as far as telling exactly where the lights need to be positioned, I'm still a little bit naive on that, so I am learning. And hopefully this softbox, and maybe, I think I will be purchasing another one next week. It came in 2 days. That's really surprising. Thank you, Adorama. But hopefully it will work out well for me. We will see tomorrow when I make the news video. But other than that, sorry, this thing, that's one of the little gripes that I have. It's not a big deal. The Velcro isn't 100%, it's Velcro, so it doesn't want to stick perfectly, like that little seam there. It's not really a visible problem, but it can just be a little bit obnoxious. However, it gives me the option to open it up and switch the light bulbs out and break it down and move it around if I need to, and I don't know, I kind of like that. The other thing I've been messing with tonight, and holy crap, I've been going for 3 minutes straight, is this little Wacom tablet that I've got. I've had it for a couple of years now. I've had it since I worked at a company in Lexington doing stuff. I bought it while I was there. I was going to do some maybe web comics and stuff. My artist ability not terribly good. That's why I don't have a logo that I've designed of my own. But I just ended up not doing it. Linux wasn't terribly Wacom friendly, but it has apparently gotten significantly better. So I'm going to be testing it a little bit more. I don't know, maybe do a demonstration of it on one of the TWIL videos. Anyway, I'm tired. It's after 1 a.m. I've been up testing this and recording with the show that sucks, talking to him about some future project stuff, and I'm going to go to bed. Good night, guys.